It's the end of April. Come on, there's still a lot. You want to force a maiden on a diet to eat more? You've definitely gained 3 kilograms in the last hour. In the end, only Q and Ryu's lunchboxes are empty. A lot of the New Year's feast and bread still remain. Keep at it, Furukawa. That's me. Keep at it, Furu. I feel so heavy, I think I'm gonna sink into the chair. You have to fight, Ryu. I'm sorry, I'm totally full. Katomi? I prefer mental work, but they both pay the same. Everyone's in trouble due to eating too much. Does anyone want some tea? Yes, please. Katomi sluggishly rises and unscrews the cap of the thermos. The liquid gives off steam and fragrance as it's poured into the paper cups. The 5 of us sip the tea. Say, club president, don't you have any games that we can play and help settle our stomachs? What kind would you like? Some kind of game we can play at the table. Looks around the room. It's a magic wand. It's a club prop, though. How is that a table game? I'm sorry. Reed, don't you have playing cards? Oh, yes, I do have some. Takes them off of your uniform pocket. Fumbles as she shuffles the cards. Whose fortune should I tell? We're not doing that. Can we borrow them to play games with? What do you want to play? He suddenly joins in. I've never really played cards before. Just tell me what you don't know, what you do know how to play. Concentration? Let's not play stuff that relies on memory. I suspect someone here has a huge unfair advantage in that department, so I suggest against that. Let's just play poker. Everyone knows the rules, right? Yes, I think I know. 3 main styles of poker are hold'em, stud poker, and draw poker. Forget the rules, hand them over, Ryu. Snatches the cards away and divides them into 2 stacks, and deftly shuffles them. Flap, flap, flap. Swoop, 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 swoop. Everyone gets their 5 cards in the blink of an eye. So, what do you want to bet? That's way too sudden. I feel like I'm gonna lose a lot. We have New Year's feast and playing cards on the table. The only thing missing are a Gitachi table and tangerines. And what is that? Let's see. Oh god, it's lagging. Tangerines are items that together are often associated with winter. I guess that makes sense. Oh jeez. Oh, don't lie, please. Just get the little. She grabs some of the remaining sweet potatoes with the chestnuts and tosses them in her mouth. You're amazing. Oh, I always have room for sweets. Oh, I'll change one. I'll draw 2. I'll take 1, please. Here, here, here. Q deals the cards like a professional. And I'll change 1. Flip. Looks like I might have won this. I fold. Me too. You told me I already folded. Why did you 3 go up so fast? It's fun just watching Oni-chan and Yu Okazaki. Furukawa is not in agreement. And what about you? You might regret it. I can't back down now. Then I raise you 10. Still want to keep going. Call. You'll regret it. Shut up. Come on, show your hand. 3 jacks. I got nothing. What the hell? Nothing? Oni-chan, you had nothing? You raised the stakes so high with nothing. That's amazing. Yu-chan, you really had nothing? That's right, she's the only one who can bluff her way through without a real hand. While the audience is showering her with praise, Q reaches for the sweet potatoes with chestnuts. She notices something and freezes. What? You got something to say? Just say it. Honey-chan, calm down. Katomi-chan seems to be feeling down. She's right, Katomi has been withdrawn for a while. Does your stomach hurt or something? No, it's not that. With everyone watching, she explains. Book I have to return today. Is that all? Just drop it in the return box on the way home. Not the school library, it's a book from the prefectural library. What? That's pretty far from here. It's Saturday, so we might not even make it by train before they close. Can't you wait a day? Q and Ryu try to convince her, but Hitomi continues to shake her head in disagreement. The next person might be waiting for it. It's really sad when you can't read the book you want. I think I understand. Yeah. You should have told us earlier. Hitomi just hangs her head. Looks like a small girl being disciplined for a prank she pulled. Jeez. Q stands up while scratching her head. It's alright, just go. Yeah, but I haven't cleaned up at all. Looking at the messy table, Hitomi is still hesitant. If you're so worried, take the bread, or else you can't clean up. He takes Hitomi's bag without permission and starts stuffing it with bread. What are you, some pushy aunt? I'll take Hitomi's lunch boxes and wash them out. You can leave them in here so she can pick them up whenever. Yes, I'll keep the drama club room open. Besides, I'm usually in here after school. He smiles at Hitomi, further encouraging her. Hitomi seems to have made up her mind. Then I'll be going. Please take good care of the lunch boxes and the cleaning. Sure thing, you can count on us. And listen, you don't need to push yourself to stick around when there's something else you need to do. You can always see each other, you know? We're not going anywhere. You sound threatening. Bye, Hitomi-chan. Let's eat together again. I'll make lunch next time. Takes her stuffed bag stuffed with books and desert buns. I'm sorry, everyone. And thank you very much. Bows deeper than usual. Alright, that's right, Hitomi. Yeah, we run out together. Hold it. What? You have to come back here afterward. Why? We're not done with the food yet. You're heartless. Alright. You sure we should part here? I'll walk you to the station. No, here's fine. I hope you'll spend my share of time with everyone too. Alright. Her hair slightly tousled from the running. I place my hand on top of her head. She looks at me and smiles innocently, like a child. She must be absorbing everything at an amazing pace to make up for the time lost when she didn't have friends. Makes me feel happy, but lonely at the same time. It's a weird feeling. Tomoe-kun, see you tomorrow. Tomoe-kun, see you next week. Yeah, see you next week. Turns around while carrying her heavy bag and starts running. Don't trip and fall. Be careful, alright? Okay. Soon disappears from the view. Now then, I rub my still engorged stomach. I better head back to the feast from hell. Start climbing the long slope back to school. By the time I wake up, it's already past noon. I usually force myself to get up, but I don't feel like it today. I stare at the ceiling and think about yesterday. I think I went overboard. I think the days will be even more exhausting starting tomorrow. I better get enough sleep while I can. I roll back over and close my eyes again. Alright, all the while I'm thinking about how long it's been since I've stayed home all day. So we did nothing. After school, grab my empty bag and exit the classroom. Now then, I'd usually be meeting up with Hitomi, but we didn't make plans to see each other because of the commotion on Saturday. I should check out the drama club room. She might be talking with Furukawa or someone while picking up her lunch boxes. I go up the stairs and arrive on the 3rd floor. The clubs may be off because we're between holidays. It's quieter than usual. Furukawa will probably still be there. I open the sliding door to the drama club room as usual. Rattle, rattle. Oh, if it isn't Tomoe-kun. How do I respond to that? That wasn't funny? You don't have to take it so hard. I told you so. Your jokes are too old. Your timing's bad and your setup is weak. That's fatal for a comedian. Now go and practice your swing in the corner. Nod. Trudge. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? Hitomi practices her backhand chop with a serious face. I have no idea what's going on. So what were you talking about before I got here? We were talking about our dreams for the future. How did that turn into a skit taking place in a comedian school? That's what I want to know, Aki says that glumly. She must have been sucked into the Hitomi dimension before she knew it. Sorry, I don't get it either. Whatever, just make sure you train her well. You're a handler, you know. Yeah, I'll be careful. Wait, who are you calling a handler? What you talking about? What you talking about? It's okay. You don't have to be shy. I heard lots of things, both true and untrue, about you while you were gone. Don't talk about untrue stuff. What you talking about? What you talking about? Alright, you told me. Jeez, you're distracting. Can't you practice more quietly? Slap, slap. What is going on there? Trainee focused entirely on her swing, just as the strict instructor told her. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Good luck. Anyway, the others aren't here yet? Seems like it. That means that we're all alone until I dropped in. They were all alone. Setting aside their discussion, considering how Hitomi didn't run away, they're probably getting along pretty well. Or quite well. I hear footsteps in the hallway. Looks like someone's here. Is Hitomi-chan here? No. Hitomi stops her swings and jumps to the door as if she had been waiting for it. Well, if it isn't Ryu-chan. Oh, thank goodness. Sorry I washed the lunch boxes, but it took me a while to bring them. Well, if it isn't Ryu-chan. I was afraid that you had already got home. Here you go. She is just ignoring. She hands over the layered lunch boxes in a plastic bag. I think I cleaned them well. Well, if I didn't thank you, Ryu-chan. Your joke is getting weird. I don't get it. Sorry I'm late. Club president enters the room in a rather undignified way. Your chance to make up for the past screw-ups, Hitomi. But it isn't Nagisa-chan. Well, if it isn't Hitomi-chan. That was a great attack, evil drama club president. that was me. What? Did I say something wrong? I like that. You and I are here. Where to now? So smelly. These one-liners are all out of order. I don't know what's going on. What are you talking about? What you talking about? Totally out of whack. Yep. Our relaxing time together begins. I like any book. I prefer fortune-telling books, I think. I should study more about acting and drama. I sit in my chair by the window and watch as the three of them laugh. They look like they've been friends forever. I think the summer is on the way. So what are you up to? As you can see, I'm enjoying this elegant afternoon. You're so inconsiderate. What's that supposed to mean? Telling you to stop doing nothing and help make everyone here happier. Tell me specifically how am I supposed to do that? Specifically, well in that case, I want some fruit milk. Hey people, go ahead, tell them what you want. Fine. The moment I say that, Q looks surprised. You're really gonna treat me? It's okay once in a while. Stretch out my arm and stand up from the chair. It's pretty good, right there. Good one, Tomoya. Get 5 juice boxes, carry them back down the hallway. Tsunara sees me, I know he'll give me crap for this. After thinking about it, I'm actually surprised to find that I don't mind doing this. I feel like I was more on edge when I first started 3rd year. That must mean I've changed. Furukawa, Q, Ryu, Hitomi. It's only the 3rd day since the group started meeting in the drama club room. Aside from Furukawa, none of the others are even drama club members. An outside observer wouldn't even have an idea what kind of group this is. Things always change like that, I think. Rather than wait for things to change on their own, you have to take matters in your own hand. Otherwise, things will never change for the better. As I approach the drama club, I hear a noise. A ticklish yet familiar noise. A violin? I stop and listen. Don't hear anything. Maybe it was my imagination. Rattle, rattle. Whoa, the door opens on its own. Oh, Kazaki, welcome back. It's just Ryu opening the door. You're late. Don't say that, I came straight back. I was about to send Ryu to get you. What am I, some kid lost while running an errand? But I thought it'd be hard to carry all of it on your own. Huh? What's wrong? Oni-chan, can you hear that? Everyone stops talking and listens to the sound coming from beyond the open door. It sounds like a violin. Yeah, it's not coming from a radio or speaker. Maybe it's coming from the music room? No, it sounds like it's coming from another club room. I heard a noise earlier, but now I can hear an actual tune. It sounds like pieces of a famous classical tune. The melody flows smoothly. I wonder who's playing. Beats me. I notice that Katomi is acting strangely. She's completely motionless and concentrating on the faraway sound. Katomi? She suddenly stands up and darts off like a rabbit. Hey. I run after the hypnotized Katomi. The sound of the violin is coming from the inside of a club room. Katomi opens the door without hesitation and heads in. I have no choice but to follow her. Glance up and find a plate that reads Choral Club above the door. Must have been founded recently since the inside doesn't look much different from a regular classroom. A second-year girl is standing in the middle of the room. She's staring at Katomi while holding her violin. There are 2 other second-year girls in the room for a total of 3. Huh? Katomi turns to me, looking bewitched. It seems like she doesn't know why she ran all the way here. Second year holding the violin as casually opens her mouth. Smell you later. Really? That's what she said? Smell you later? No one's tripping for me. You're asking for too much, and stop using the comedian's jokes. What happened all of a sudden? Kyo arrives a little late. Behind her, Ryu and Nagisa craning their necks to see inside. Oh, sorry. We were too loud? I'll put it away now. No, we didn't think it was noisy at all, or anything. Kyo quickly tries to ease the situation. You were very good. It's amazing that you could play the violin. Thank you. Smiles bashfully. Other choral club members are still nervous. Don't blame them. A bunch of random third years are just barged into their club. Because of all the commotion, violin. Points at it like a child. Yeah, it's a violin. I didn't know the choir used a violin. No, it's not that. The violin was left in the music room. A graduate of the orchestral club left it behind, I heard. So an acquaintance of the orchestra asked me to check to see if it was worth anything. Oh, you know those kind of things? Not really, but it's a bit more than others, I think. So is it expensive? I knew you'd ask. Come on, who wouldn't? It's a beginner's violin. It's damaged here and there. Now that you mention it, I noticed the violin's covered in dust and discolored in more than a few spots. I wanted to fix it and make it usable again, but while she's talking, Katomi continues to stare fixedly at the violin. Her sense of curiosity is stronger than most people's, but I've never seen her so interested in something. You've never seen a violin before? You can try playing it if you'd like. Holds the violin out to Katomi. It's not something you can play right off the bat, though. Why are you giving me 3 question marks with your blank face? Looking to me for some reason. Whispers to me. I can play it. Go right ahead. Katomi, they're talking to you. Go ahead. Grabbed Katomi's head and turned it to face the violin. Are you sure? Just accept their generosity and borrow it. You've got a "I want to play it" written all over your face. She frantically starts rubbing her neck cheeks. She might look stupid at first glance, but she's actually making a really complicated joke. I explained for her. I don't know. Ooh, new art. She takes it. I just realized the music. Right, yeah. That is a violin. Takes the violin with her left hand and cautiously positions the chin rest as if handling glass. She holds up the bow. Really? Look, you really look the part. Despite the cue said, Katomi's too nervous to respond. We watch her as you can feel nervousness and hesitation, the fingers of her right hand clutching the bow and quivering in short bursts. Give a deep breath. Yeah. I don't know. She inhales deeply and holds it for a second. The bow delicately touches the string. Oh jeez. Alright, that's, I don't know what happened there. She inhales, bow delicately touches string, screech. A timbre difficult to describe resonates through the entire room. The music's to no one's ears. It feels like all the gods in heavens are holding concert, but the instruments never arrive, and they all taking a saw to the chalkboard out of spite. It's a gruesome, unworldly screeching. You're pressing too hard. Try to relax a bit. Screech, scratch. She's not listening. Why is the one playing totally fine? I think she's entered her own world. Suddenly the noise stops. Soon. Wow, she actually said soon. I'll try to play like an actual song correctly this time. Do you even understand the word correctly? You told me, Channy. Can you keep the volume down until you get used to it? Oh no, she's going for it. Second wave is coming, everyone brace yourselves. Choral club rooms in the chaos. Everyone plugs their ears so hard that it feels like we'll crush their skulls. Ooh, oh boy. Screech. The torture masquerading as a recital ends. That's what it is. Reverberation of the roaring noise disappearing and serenity returns to the room. I cautiously take my hand off my ears. I thought I was a goner. My ears are still ringing. Mine too. Were those actual killer sound waves? That's not the violin I know. In the middle of it all, Katomi looks ecstatic. Swoon. She's still swooning over herself. I'll try a little longer tune this time. Stop it. Jesus, alright. It's finally over. Whew. Takes her chin off the violin, sighs in satisfaction. That was really fun. Thank you so much for listening. She curtsies as if finishing a concert. Huh? Looks at the pile of corpses that is her audience and tilts her head in confusion. Is everyone asleep? We're dead. Confirming that the piece is returned, everyone gets up. The original inhabitants of the room and victims of the flames of war are glaring at us. Sorry. I know it isn't my fault, but I apologize anyway. The person who had lent the violin doesn't know how to react. Sorry I wasn't tuned correctly. I don't think that's the problem. I actually wanted to switch out the strings too. I think we have to switch out the performer for sure. Chan, are you okay? I'm fine. How was my violin playing? How do I describe it? It had a mysterious quality. It's like a fine mixture of glass cracking and blackboard scratching and forks being drawn across dishes. It's a destructive psychological weapon. God, I can't read. Thank you for the compliments. Nobody is complimenting you. Hugh revives and shouts that out. Katomi's so happy she doesn't hear it. She touches the body of the violin as if to feel the warmth of the wood. It's like she's been reunited with a friend from a long time ago. Are you sure you learned how to play the violin? Hesitating again. Just a bit when I was little. Can't tell, your stance is perfect. Did you like taking lessons? Nods in response to the question. Lucky, I totally hated it. She jokingly smiles as she says that. Thank you very much, it's very fun. Neatly holds out the violin and bow. Taking it back, she returns the violin to a case sitting open from the podium, then turns to Katomi. If you'd like, you can use it for a few days. I'll explain the situation in the orchestra club. But this violin was abandoned for a really long time. I think it was waiting for someone to play it. Sure, I wanted to play music one more time, even if it was only for a short while. Says that as she slowly closes the case. You can tell she likes violin from the way she moves her hands. She holds the violin in the case to Katomi as if bestowing a magic sword upon her. Here you go. And Katomi timidly holds out the both hands and accepts it. Thank you. Looks down at the aged case and looks up again. Thank you. Smiles happily as if the best thing in the world has happened to her. After After returning to the drama club room, Katomi starts doing maintenance in the violin. Using a piece of cloth Furukawa gave her, she wipes down the violin exterior. Looking at it more closely, it really is beat up. But it's a very wonderful violin, she says with a straight face without stopping her hands. Katomi will borrow the violin until lunchtime on Friday. So, she was told that she can take it and play whenever she wants. It's a proper violin for beginners. Considering that the previous owner left it behind, it probably isn't worth much. After Katomi returned it, it'll probably never be played again. Okay, sorry, Katomi's fingers moving happily while thinking that. Let's not play it anymore today, alright? Yeah. Yeah. Phew, that's good. Don't make your relief so obvious. All done. After cleaning the violin, Katomi turns to the bow. There it is. Takes something out of the violin case. It's a round, amber-colored thing that's smaller than her palm. What's that? It's rosin. You have to rub this on the wood of the bow hairs for it to make music. It's pretty. It's almost transparent. It looks like a very expensive bar of soap. This trunk of rosin in her hand, she slides it across the bow. It makes me realize what a delicate instrument it is. Yuza-chan, yes, what is it? Can I leave the violin here until Friday? Well, you can take it home and practice as much as you want. Do you know what public nuisance means? I know that phrase doesn't exist in your dictionary. Going easy on you isn't in there either. Please learn both right now, or else my life will be in danger. I don't really want to play it at home. Just play it here. Club president, are you sane? Yes. The sound from your violin were kind of familiar, Katomi-chan. Technique is the same as an infant, so maybe that's why you thought it felt familiar. That's not all. She unexpectedly says it outright. I'm surprised because you played it so suddenly earlier. I think it'd be okay as long as I was prepared for it. You really can't call what happened earlier listening to music. Still, he was about to say something but is interrupted by Ryu. I feel the same way. Tomi-chan, you look so happy back there. Make me think that you loved playing the violin when you were small. I know she'll play exactly how you did back then. Katomi stops moving her hands and looks up to them. Nagisa, Ryu, I'll try. I'll practice a lot. Yes, I'm sure you'll become much, much better as you practice. I'll be cheering on you two. Let's all three work hard. Jeez. Thank you so much, three girls, for the strength in their friendship through their old violin. It's a touching sight to behold. If only I hadn't heard the monstrosity of a tune earlier. Oh jeez. Q and I look at each other. I'll remember to bring earplugs next time, considering how that's not stopping me from coming. You're a huge softie. When I say that, she gives a huge smug grin. Not as much as you. I guess so, huh?